boots and pants and 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 boots and pants. Skadoosh, ninjas. Welcome back. Joey Moss with Bad Boy Gaming, and we got another War of the Spark booster box to crack open. I hope this thing is filled with all sorts of goodies, and also I'm going to announce who is taking home the Time Warp and the Teferi Time Raveler. As you guys know, I asked a question, just tell me about your favorite card in the set, and why. That was it, and someone's going to take that home. Also, big, huge shout out to Warzone Matrix in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I picked up this War of the Spark booster box and even got a Tezzeret Master of the Bridge promo card to go with it for purchasing the box. Make sure you guys support your LGS. It is very important because they are kind of fading away, man, and I don't want to see them go away. So anytime you get a chance, make sure you check them out. And if you go to Warzone Matrix in Cleveland, Ohio, tell him Joey Moss sent you. Skadoosh! All right, let's get to cracking this sucker open, man. How was everyone's pre-release weekend? Tell me your records. How good did you do? Did you do really good or did you do really bad? I'd love to hear it. As you guys know, I did good, but then I did bad, but then I did good, but then I did bad again. I was kind of like hit or miss with the packs. Really, you need bombs. I've said it before, you need bombs. But speaking of this War of the Spark, big question. I made a video saying these are mappable. Well, I think to an extent they just might be. And reason being, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I opened a box and I got a bunch of mythics that were all one sort, like the sorcery mythics. And, oh, Sarkhan the Masterless foil. That's sweet sauce, man. We are starting off good. But another guy said, I opened a box that was all gods. And I'm like, it seems really familiar because I opened a box that was all god mythics. So I believe they are doing it. Ooh, that's a good card. Good uncommon right there. Good uncommon right there. I believe how Wizards is doing it is they're putting a bunch of gods or sorceries or maybe a planeswalker. I heard someone say they had a planeswalker box, the mythic planeswalkers. That was like the majority of their mythics, and it's like 4 and up. It's just ridiculous. We're going to see if that holds true with this box. This came from a freshly cracked case. I seen the gentleman open it, and I'm like, I'll take this one. So it's completely random, but I'm very curious to see what kind of mythics we pull out of here. And have you guys noticed that these are kind of like, not staged, but like planned almost? Like, and if that's the case, it really begs the question, is the placement of the booster box, does that matter? Does the placement of the booster box in the case matter? And if it does, man, that's insane. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money to go and test out this theory. But I've heard a lot of people say, man, Joey Moss, I pulled a box just like yours. I had 4 mythic gods in there. Joey Moss, I pulled a mythic box and I had 4 mythic sorceries in there. It just seems to repeat itself, you know, and I pulled a bunch of planeswalker mythics out of my box. I wonder if that's the case. And also, there's something else to mention. Sometimes, ooh, Othakaya, hello there. When you pull a really good card, like let's say I seen a Nicole Bolas pulled, and then in the same exact booster pack, there was a god. I think that's also a form of repetition as well. I wonder what the odds of that are. Is it 1 in every 3? Is it 1 in every case? Is it 1 in every 6 cases? I'd really like to know. Unfortunately, none of us really have any information, any inside information on how Wizards goes about sorting this. I know they just have them in sheets. Krenko, Tin, Street Kingpin, and Spark Reaper, which is a pretty solid card. But it's all pretty, from my understanding, is random. But they also, I mean, they cut them from sheets, you know? So there's like a sheet of mythics, and there's a sheet of uncommons and commons. It's like they do them all together, you know. Boosh, Niv, Mizzet, Reborn. I wonder what else we're gonna pull out of this. So, is this something that's real? I know in the past I have seen large, not large amounts, but I've seen 2 or 3. I'm just getting so clustered because I'm seeing so many good cards. Sarkhan the Masterless and the Silverwing. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. But I have seen where there's like this sort of mythic, and then on the flip side, there's this sort of mythic. I think that was in Dominaria where I last saw that. But it seemed to repeat itself. Ugin the Ineffable. And other people were saying the same thing. So that's a really good question. Like, for example, I was chatting with the owner at that LGS, Warzone Matrix, and he was telling me, he's like, man, I ended up pulling a Nicole Bolas. And on the flip side, there was not a Bond of Revival, but on the flip side, there was a god. It was Oketra. Very, very interesting. I mean, of course, you're guaranteed a Planeswalker in every pack, so maybe that could have just been the really, really super-duper lucky one, but man, what a lucky box that was. Narset's Reversal. We are not seeing many mythics here, although we did pull the Ugin, which is not bad, and I have yet to pull a Bolas out of one of these. I'm really hoping I can pull a Bolas. This is another really good uncommon, Damage Veto. Also tonight, I'm going to be on Twitch. Make sure you guys come and hang out with me. I'm not sure what kind of deck we're running, but I think tonight is the night we're going to run Nicole Bolas. That's right. That is right. Maybe some kind of control craziness, man. Link in description of every single video. This box is looking like a dud. It went from stud to dud. Like from 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, my ninjas. We need to get some really good sauce up in here. Spark, Bond, Domri, Anarch of Bolas. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I gotta move this pile over. You guys have been telling me to make a mythic pile. Well, so much for that, huh? It's just too much. It's just too much. Like, why do you have a land pile but no mythic pile? It's a really good question, man. Boom! The raise board. Just made a deck tech on this. It's pretty crazy. We were down to just 1 life, and our opponent was at 20. They didn't lose a single life the entire match. And then we just win the game. You guys got to go back a video and check that one out. It's ridiculous, man. Really, really cool one. Dreamalkin, the Giants Pride Mate. Samut, single combat. We pulled 2 mythics so far, and we're more than halfway through the box. This is a bit peculiar, I must say. This is a bit peculiar. Leyline Prowler. Ingrath, the Elder Spell. Great pool. Great pool. Great swimming pool, you know? Can't wait to go swimming this summer. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can always do it indoors, but not all of us have the luxury of doing that. Usually I just jump in a puddle. Call it a day. Mobilized District. Is that the second Mobilized District? That is so bad. Was that the second one? Ugh. Oh, man. That's another thing. It seems they stockpile these Mobilized Districts. When I was opening the first 3 booster boxes that I got online, like, it was crazy. Because I pulled nothing but, it seemed, Mobilized District, and it was like 1 or 2 per box. So I guess maybe they just print the crappy rares a lot more. I really would like to see a video on how they go about that. I don't think they'll ever make that public, but if they did, man, that thing would go viral in the community, because I think all of us would be really interested in that. Ashiok, God Eternal Ronus. This is another card I run in that Gruul deck that is just nutty. Gotta check it out. Going to announce the winner of the give stuff in just a second here. Ooh, I thought that was a misprint at first when I first seen it, but it's not. It's not. They just got really creative with Darth Vader. They're like, here you go, Starship Troopers. Let's just splurge over here on this little area in the card and call it a day. And I thought that was just amazing. That is something. Chandra's Triumph, great card, especially in sealed. Good card. Ooh, oh boy, oh boy. Spark Double, that is something. And a Heartfire. That's a cool card, though. Additional cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, Planeswalker Heartfire deals 4 damage to any target. Great way to close out a game. Is this my foil slot? It sure is, Bob. And we got the plains. There we go. Not a plains, that's a swamp. Did you know that, Joey Moss? That is actually a swamp. That is a swamp. Come on, come on. Where is it, baby? Where is it? Rubble Belt Rioters, Price of Betrayal, Elite Guard Mage, and Nissa Who Shakes the World. This has been a very subpar box. I have a feeling, though, it's going to heat up in the end here. You know why? Because I got a crystal ball. That's right. I can see things. I can see things. It's crazy. Paradise Storm, the Citadel. Tameo, Collector of Tales. Boom! Feather the Redeemed! That's what I'm talking about. Where's the bell? Hooray! There's my crystal ball action right there. Nice pull. Feather the Redeemed, very highly sought after card right now, especially in Commander. There is no 2 ways about it. It is a really cool card. Nice pull. Nice pull. You guys have any good pulls over the weekend? I'd love to hear about them. I'm still looking for that, God Eternal Oketra. This one seems very scattered, but there's boxes that are just like, ooh, cool, Firemind Vessel in the back there, that are just completely filled with one sort of type in the Mythic slot. And I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on that, because I think it's some bukkake. You know what I'm saying? Some bukkake. Bioessence Hydra. We are down to only a few packs. We need to get something really nasty up in here. Can't we get something really juicy? Come on. Where's that hit, baby? Where's that good hit? Eternal Skylord. Samut Massacre Girl. There she is. Gorgeous girl. Heard a lot of people were playing that wrong, and that's because of the text on the card, of how it's worded. Menace: when Massacre Girl enters the battlefield, each other creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Where people were thinking whenever a creature dies this turn, which they were implying or taking it as anytime, any turn, doesn't matter what turn, but you know, when it's this turn and the creature dies, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets -1/-1 until end of turn. It's only when she first comes out. So when Massacre Girl enters the battlefield, the entire card goes with that first line of text. I guess people were misplaying that during pre-release, which is kind of crazy. But it's really not. Blame Wizards on that one for the wording. It's all their fault. They did it. We got Friend to Wolves. Very underwhelming box today. But I still got that crystal ball, baby. I still got that crystal ball. We're still looking into it. We are still looking into it. Bond of Passion, Death Sprout, Bleeding Edge, Johnny the Great-Hearted. Is that our second of Johnny? I think so. Yes. Yes, indeed it is. Yes, it is. This might be the least valuable box that I've opened thus far, but it's going to get crazy in a second. Command the Dread Horde is not crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. Isn't that the truth, huh? Neoform up in here. Devouring Helion, Davriel, Karn's Bastion. Great card right there. Great card. The proliferate mechanic is real, and it's really powerful on that card. That thing has like a $6 price point. I think it's going to stay around there. We have one pack after this to crack. This Celebrant is nasty. I do want to make a deck around her as well. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, and a foil mountain. I did not see another mountain. Oh my gosh. Did not see that coming. Last pack to crack, Jack. Are you guys ready for some craziness? Are you ready for some craziness? Some absolute crazy pool here. The last one. The last pack craziness. That is terrible. Silence. Oh, that is, oh my gosh, very underwhelming. Oh, that is bad. This box was a complete dud. But I want to announce this Time Wipe and this Teferi, Time Raveler. Also, I got one other card I'm going to throw in. The person who I just randomly went through the comment section. Favorite card is a Massacre Girl, because she reminds me of my psychotic ex-girlfriend. Skadoosh is what Jay Morgan said. Jay Morgan, I hearted that. So, man, make sure you contact me at mossbergswerve@gmail.com. I'll just respond to your comment on the video with the email address. I need your name, what you won, and also your full address. Make sure it's correct and accurate. That is it, man, and you're taking this all home. Massacre Girl, throwing that sucker right up in there for you. There you go, Jay. Appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you, everyone. There was a lot of shares, a lot of likes. It went a long way. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go get checked out. I probably have some problems. Skidink.